Welcome to EMscan Lab. Today we'll be looking at reducing the noise from a power supply board using ferrites. So what we have set up today on the EMxpert EHX system is a satellite receiver. So you can actually see that there's a separate board with the switch mode power supply. With the EHX system, we also have set up using the Keysight EXA analyzer. Today we're using an LNA. So this is a 40 dB LNA that we'll have to take into account in the settings of the software. So everything's set up and running. We'll start the testing. We'll open up the settings, and we'll be testing from 125 megahertz to 130 megahertz. We'll run this at 100 kilohertz resolution bandwidth to make the test fast. What we've done is use the analyzer to help with sensitivity, even though we're doing this fast testing. So we'll close that, and we'll actually run a spectral spatial scan. So in the spectral spatial scan, we're actually going to test over the entire board area, the power supply board and the digital board. Select those cells, and then in the amplitude adjustment, we'll also have to take into account the 40 dB gain. Do that setting, and then we'll do the test. So we'll run this once, and we can see the analyzer sweeping through all of those cells very quickly. And in just a few seconds, we've characterized the emissions on this board over that 125 to 130 megahertz span. Looking at the results here, we can actually see noise generated on the switch mode power supply board, but we can also see a coupling over to the digital side, and that's happening through these power lines. So now that we've identified that means of coupling that energy, we can go in there and try to isolate that board by filtering out that energy. What I'm going to use for that is simply just a ferrite. So this is just going to validate that concept or that theory that the energy is coupling across on those power lines. So we'll place that ferrite directly over those power lines linking the two boards. And then we'll run this one more time. So now we can already see that there's still energy generated on that switch mode power supply board in that same frequency range, but we have a much quieter region over where those power lines are going. So we can see in just a few seconds using the EHX system, we've identified the cause of that coupling, and we've also identified a solution. So this might not be a practical solution for manufacturing, but it gives us validation that this is the means of actually coupling that energy between the boards. Now you can go on and perfect your design with smaller ferrites or some other filtering technique. What we'll do is switch between the two designs just to show you an example of how dramatically that ferrite affected the results. And that's it. Thanks again for joining us at EMscan Lab. You can post comments or questions below. Thanks.